The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, giving them instructions about what the Israelites could and could not eat. Among the animals on land, they were allowed to eat those that both chew the cud and have a divided hoof, such as cattle, sheep, and goats. However, animals that had only one of those traits, like the camel, rabbit, or pig, were forbidden and considered unclean. From the creatures of the water, they could eat those with fins and scales, but anything in the seas or rivers without fins and scales, whether living or dead, was to be detestable to them. Among the birds, God listed those that were unclean and not to be eaten: the eagle, vulture, black vulture, kite, raven, ostrich, owl, seagull, hawk, stork, heron, hoopoe, and bat. All winged insects that walk on all fours were unclean, but insects that had jointed legs for hopping on the ground, such as locusts, crickets, and grasshoppers, could be eaten. All other winged swarming creatures were forbidden. Anyone who touched the carcass of an unclean animal would be unclean until evening, and anyone who carried it had to wash their clothes and remain unclean until evening. If the dead body of one of these creatures fell on something, that object also became unclean, whether it was wood, cloth, leather, or sackcloth, and had to be put into water until evening. Some things, such as clay pots, had to be broken if touched by an unclean carcass, and food or drink inside became unclean. If a carcass fell on seed that had been sown, it remained clean, but if water had touched the seed first, it became unclean. God also said that all small animals that swarm on the ground, such as the weasel, rat, lizard, gecko, skink, and chameleon, were unclean. Anyone who touched them after they were dead would be unclean until evening. The chapter closes with God reminding Israel that they must not defile themselves by eating or touching unclean creatures. He told them, "I am the Lord your God. Consecrate yourselves and be holy, because I am holy." These laws distinguish between clean and unclean animals, so that the people of Israel would live in holiness before God